Oh yeah, we're definitely reviewing that in 7 months. And the 7 months of waiting are done. Let's talk about Toy Story 4.
Hold on!
Huh? Whoa! Woody'll save me! I've known that guy my whole life. 2 days.
Is that how we look on the inside? There's so much fluff.
Toy Story 4, Pixar's 21st film. I saw it last night. Oh man, was it good. Very, very good. Lots of spoilers in this movie that I am not going to review here because you guys just gotta see it. You have to see it. Okay, so I went to the movie theater to see this at 9 o'clock last night, the night before it came out, which was last night, and there weren't that many people. I saw it in an IMAX theater, by the way. And by the way, they got new sound in that IMAX theater recently. Oh, is it so much better. It's so much louder. Okay, because before this movie started, they showed the teaser trailer for the new Star Wars movie, Episode 9, and man, did it make it... Like, all the little kids were like this in the theaters. Like, it was loud, man. It was totally different. So anyway, Toy Story 4. You know what I found shocking? No short film before this. Like, why, Pixar? You always do a short film before a toy... No, well, not just a Toy Story movie, but a Pixar movie in general. I mean, you guys always do that. Well, except for Coco, because Coco, we had that 22-minute, Frozen thing. I don't know why they didn't do a short film. I was kind of befuddled by that, but okay, let's talk about Toy Story 4. So the movie opens up, and again, I'll try not to give a lot of spoilers away in this. So the movie pretty much opens up with right where we left off from Toy Story 3, but the first, 5 minutes of the movie is how, is basically the story of what happened to Bo Peep in between Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3, which I thought was clever, because I thought that we were going to see all the toys with Bonnie and, and all that, but, the first 5-7 minutes of the movie is the toys with Andy, and I was like, oh, wow, so there's more to show here. And then again, that actually had me thinking, if they ever do Toy Story 5, they probably won't, but who knows? A lot of time passed in between Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3. Maybe a prequel or something. I don't know. You could talk about something that happened in between Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3. Who knows, right? So that happens. All right, so what happens is we see what happens with Bo Peep, and then the movie cuts to the present, and you hear that Randy Newman song play, and it says, a Pixar Animation Studios film, and Toy Story 4, and everyone in the theater is like, yeah! And it's all the adults, it's not the kids, it's people my age, pretty much, because we're the ones that grew up with this when they originally came out. But the movie starts out, I was really, intrigued of where this was gonna go, because now here's the deal. When Toy Story 3 came out, I did not cry at that ending. I didn't. I know everybody does. I didn't. I thought it was emotional and it was a good ending, the third one, but I didn't cry. Everybody says they cried at the end of that. I'm like, really? Oh, okay. I didn't. But I was curious of where they were gonna go after Toy Story 3. And we see what happens in the trailers. Woody goes with Bonnie to school, and she makes Forky. And Forky doesn't want to be a toy. We've seen it in the trailers. He doesn't want to be a toy. He's in the trash. This spork is addicted to just throwing himself in the trash can. How many times does Woody throw him out of the trash can, hops back in, throws him out, hops back in, throws him out? This goes on for at least 10 minutes of the movie, and it's funnier and funnier every time they do it. So basically, where Woody is at this point in these movies is that Woody feels that he's not really the lead toy anymore. he doesn't get played with that much. He's left in the closet with some of the other toys, and Bonnie favors Jessie and Buzz and Bullseye and the Potato Heads and all them, and Woody kind of gets sidetracked. And Woody doesn't really know what to do about all this. So, like the trailer said, they end up going on a road trip, and they lose Forky, and Woody's trying to get him back. And as they go back to find the RV that all the toys are in, they find Bo Peep in this antique shop. Well, not this antique shop, but the lamp that she was a part of with. And they meet these other toys that supposedly seem to be the villains, but I won't give anything away there with that. Like, again, yeah, like I said, you have to see the movie. And it's just another big adventure story. It's one adventure story. It's pretty much, it's the toys out of their comfort zone, and they gotta find a way back. Which is pretty much every Toy Story movie, really. I mean, look at the first one, look at the second one, look at the third one, and look at this one. It's always the same thing. The plot is how these toys are gonna get back to their home and learning a lesson in there. And that's what makes these movies so great, and that's what makes Toy Story 4 great. And I'm not just saying that because it's a Pixar movie. Remember, this is after Cars 2, and this is after Monsters University. I mean it. This is a great movie. I still think Toy Story 2 is the best one out of all of them. I still think that Toy Story 2 is the best one for me. But this one was very good. It had me intrigued. I wanted to see what was going to happen. It was funny. The new characters I like. You know, that's another thing. They didn't really have the old characters that we've known to love in this. They don't really get a whole lot of screen time. Rex, the Potato Heads, Ham, Slinky, Bullseye, Jessie. They don't really get a lot of screen time in here. It's mostly Woody and Forky and Buzz trying to, you know, help them out, and they're with Bo Peep and these new toys. Duke Kaboom, who was played by Keanu Reeves, who I thought was great in this. Ducky and Bunny, I think, are some of the funniest side characters in this franchise, period. Like, if they make Toy Story 5 somewhere down the line, please bring those two characters back, because every time the two of them are on screen, I was laughing so hard.
How do we get that key?
What about the old plush rush? There you go.
Oh, where did you two come from?
Well, we're not doing that.
The ending of this movie, I will not dare ruin for you, the ending of this, but let's just say I was not surprised at all, because if you watch these movies and you see where it's been going, I kind of saw it coming, but I wasn't sure, and I thought it was at first I was thinking, wait, no, are we really doing this? And as it ended, I thought, you know what? That does make sense. That makes a lot of sense if you add up from the very beginning of the first Toy Story all the way up till now. It does make sense. It does. As a character arc, it does. And again, this is an animated movie. These characters are not real, but that's how good the movie is. That's how good these movies are. And again, I really like the way that the way Bo Peep teams up with Woody. You know, once they find her after all these years, they end up trying to get Forky back, and you know, Forky's trying to deal with him being a toy. Oh man, it was really, really, really good. This was Don Rickles' last performance as Mr. Potato Head through posthumous footage, I guess, or audio, I guess. Because when I heard they were going to bring Don Rickles back, because they must have a lot, because between all the movies and all the short tunes that they did with Toy Story, yeah, I'm pretty sure they have some stuff of Don Rickles that they didn't use, and it turns out that they did use some stuff that they didn't use before, and he did want to be a part of Toy Story 4 before he passed away, but it's only a couple of lines that he has. But it was nice to see Don Rickles as Mr. Potato Head again in Toy Story 4. It was really cool, and they had a little dedication thing to him at the end, which I thought was nice. Yeah, I really enjoyed this movie, you guys. I might go see it again. I really did enjoy it. I recommend it. This was worth the wait. I've been waiting to see this since 2015 when they announced it. They announced that they were going to do Toy Story 4, and it kept getting delayed. It was going to come out in 2017, then 2018, and now it's finally out. So it was worth the wait, and oh my god, this came out 9 years after Toy Story 3, man. But then again, Toy Story 3 came out 11 years after the second one, so yeah. So yeah, Toy Story 4, a lot of fun, very good. It's Pixar, what can you say? So those are my thoughts on Toy Story 4. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next review. Take care.